So a lot of people try to separate 3D printable files from speech by saying, well, this winds up making something, right? Something physical happens as a result. Just because something can be used to create something has nothing to do with whether it's speech or not. So if I were to speak out my mother's Jamaican oxtail recipe, would you say that I have cooked oxtail that day? No, I made speech. So a recipe is pretty similar to a 3D printable file. You can use that information to create something. You can also not. Any design is speech, whether it's painted, printed, or coded. It really is a First Amendment issue because the only way you could regulate the technology is by regulating the files.
If blueprints and recipes are speech, then 3D files are speech too. And that means that, according to the Constitution we have today, the government can't prohibit them.
It's only a right if it applies to things you don't like. You might hate seeing these gun designs. It might bother you. You might also hate listening to Nickelback on the radio.
Look at this photograph.
But that doesn't mean that you can take it down.
So how do we regulate 3D printed guns? What about criminals who might print them for nefarious purposes?
So there are a lot of people who are concerned about criminals using this technology to their benefit. Like, people are concerned that they'd print a gun that could get through a metal detector, things like that. That's really overstated. It's not a real concern. It's certainly not at the point where you can just hit print and then have a semi-automatic firearm come out. It's just not there yet. And with the materials, I doubt it ever will be.